What's up, dude? How are you doing? I am going to be trying to figure out how to get some of these gears off. And hopefully recording enough of it that I can figure out how to put it all back together. Let's see, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Angle it like that. Plug in a battery so it doesn't die on me. Ooh. That's pretty good. Let's make it 4K, 24. Record. Actually looks better without the light. Great as always, still white and poor. I love it. So, your weather sucks. Ours is rainy. But that's all it is, just rainy. I'm scared to have music in here now because of that one time that it got content strike. So what I've done is the gear that I took off on accident with the keys I put right here. I wrote the number under it from the schematic. Then the other gear that I took off, I wrote the number under that. And we're just going to take gears off and see what happens. I think I'm going to need to punch out a pin here in a second. Damn, 2 weeks of rain. Screw that, dude. No, thank you. What time is it over there? I forget how far ahead you are. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 42 hours. I'm gonna clean this stuff off as it comes off. 10:13. So here is one of the little brass boys. So I guess I could show you what I've taken off already. So there's that gear, but you can find that on Amayama and see that one. It's 32271. And then this one has the keys in it. And I want to say this is EL, the extra low gear. Not looking bad. Now we got the fork. And I think to get the fork off, you gotta push a pin out. So, let's see, that is a tiny little pin. It's really not looking too bad. Let's see if my little roll pin punch will be small enough. That is like super tiny. So the transmission, it's like 3 sections. So there's There's the outer case, side case that has all these gears in it. There's a center part that has all the shifting and clutch mechanisms. And then there's the part that marries up to the engine that has the flywheel in it. So all the gears are outboard. That's the only reason that I'm able to supposedly do, and who knows, the transmission might have to come out anyway. I don't know. I can tell you right now that that little pin doesn't want to come out though. And there's a circlip in here, but I don't see how that would, like, I don't even know what the point of that thing is, because it's not holding anything together. Okay. Let's see what happens if we Yahtzee. All right, show it to the camera. Show it to the people at home. Show it to Jason. Yeah, I think you're right. And I think I just figured out how to get it out without having to do anything with the pins. All right, so this one can go right here, and this is, so we got 3352, 32614. This doohickey is 32642. There we go. Let's see. You're on camera.
I hate y'all.
Braden, stop.
I like Taylor.
Taylor's not on there.
Oh, never mind.
Bye. Bye. Whatever. Little washer doohickey. So this is going to be 32268. And 32265. And now all their dumb dogs inside start barking. So what do you mean that it got painted with a roller? I don't, oh, you mean they painted the truck that he imported with like a roller paintbrush. Why wouldn't he just have it repainted? It's probably better than taking a loss on the truck. But hey, if you can get it for cheap, go for it. I like the sandbars, but I don't have anything against the Acties. They got a lot better aftermarket support, that's for sure. If I had to do it over again, I probably would get an Actie. I don't know how I'm supposed to get this off. Like, I bet if I take that off, those look like 3 12 mils. This is going to get loud because I'm about to yell at a dog. Bo, shut up. He barks whenever he hears the door close because he assumes he's alone, I guess. I don't know. Let's go in here. Let's find. Excuse you, sir. Let's do this. We'll get the red tool because if I don't, I'll never hear the end of it. Get all of the extensions because it's way back in the back. That actually might need the impact first. Yeah, but how much would it cost for you to get it? Like, are you actually going to get anything out of owning it, or is it just going to be another vehicle? Because you already have the sandbar and you have the other vehicle, and you were talking about, you know, what your laws or restrictions are over there for where you can park and all that. There we go, that's loose. Oh wow, those get loose easy. Nice. Yeah, you could get it imported for $3,000, but is that what you want to spend $3,000 on, or do you want to put $3,000 towards the truck you already have? Okay, that's not a good angle to try to do that. There we go. Sound effects are awesome. Come on now. Oh, okay. We're learning. So there's that bolt. Here is okay. Why you know come off? Why you know come off the thing? Why? Oh, there you go. Okay, we're good now. It's because there's a pin. All right, so this thing, financially irresponsible, brother. I will have a shirt for you when you make it here, if not before. So this thing, the shaft, giggity, has one bolt, and then down there is a pin holding it. So when you get the bolt out, you can turn it, and then you can kind of lift it off the pin, and that gets this out. So let's wipe it with a clean towel. Keep the bolt in it. All of this stuff I will clean much better before it goes back in. And then properly lubricate. Got 2 viewers. Who else is watching? I wonder if it's my son from the car. I don't know where they went. This would be 32267. Put that there. 32267. I'm hoping numbering all this stuff and laying it out kind of in order will help me put it all back together kind of easily. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Let's see if this. All right, that prop shaft can't come off yet. So, like that almost wants to come free, but it can't. And I don't think you're supposed to force it. We're like a centimeter away from being free. So, what do we think we have to do here? Of course I'm talking metrics. I don't really know what that size is, but I'm trying to be equal opportunity here. Let's see. I see a shaft. What is that? What is that? So, interesting. It would be cool if I could show you what I was actually looking at, but I can't. I wonder if I could have somebody make like a cool piece of jewelry out of the bearings. Wow, that is super melted. Holy crap. Damn, I did good. I don't know how to get that off now. I really think like but you gotta punch out the pins, which would not be cool at all. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a clue what I'm doing here, but I'm doing something. Now you can definitely punch the pin out if you can get the right size pin in there. Wonder if the old Harbor Freight punches will work. If I can remember where the hell I put them. Damn it! Stupid ass. Little tiny baby Harbor Freight punches. Is this too small? Too small. Do support the shaft though when punching. Don't hit your head. All right, 60C, if you're gonna be in here, at least start with a high, then tell me don't hit my head. Also, I got very close to hitting my head. And Jason, I'm gonna hit the pin. Why don't you support the shaft? Giggity. Okay, that did nothing. Let's try, I wonder if I try from the other side, if I can get to the other side. I'm not gonna have anywhere near the clearance I would need. I don't think. But we'll try it. Ouch. That was my hand. Nobody told me not to hit my hand. You just said head. We're getting some movement. There we go. Ouch. All right. I feel like once I get the little pin out, this whole process gets a whole lot easier. I think that'll be the right size now. To get in, can I go in the big hole? Giggity. In the big hole, but not in the little hole. So, how's everybody doing? That was probably loud. Driving like always. Where are you driving? Where are you driving to? Which one of these is bigger? That's what she said. That one is. hole. You're too big to go in the hole. And I think you're now too short to go in the hole. Past me up I-95. Where are you at on 95 right now? I don't even know who 60C is. Who is 60C? I see a picture of like, I don't know, kind of looks like a robot Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. I don't know. Haven't gotten to 95 yet. Identify yourself. Yeah, nope, that ain't gonna work. My battle buddy. Oh, you're going to see your girl. 60C, buddy, that is a dumb-ass YouTube name. What the So Jason is in the Netherlands. Jason, this is my buddy Corey. Corey is like my brother. If you think me and Taylor are bad, he's like 12 times worse. But yeah, he's a dick because he didn't tell me he was getting married. He moved away from me, and now he's married to some chick. Is she with you? I'm gonna wait for his ignorant ass to respond. Not yet. She's not with you yet. Are you going to pick her? She's still in North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, so am I. Bitch. What else do I need? I need I really wish you were here right now, Corey, because the size of your little would probably fit this tiny little hole in here. So the sandbar has, the transmission has officially shit me. So now I have to get all of this shit out so that I can do a new fifth gear. Come on, you bastard. Be right back. Bitch, you left my ass months ago. You ain't right back. So, here's the problem I'm currently facing, which is an okay problem to have. Because problems mean progress, I guess. Something stupid like that. All right, so this is a Pittsburgh punch. The tip I have on the smaller one fits in the hole. So I'm able to push it. The problem is that the length, I've already bottomed out on the big one. So unless I can push the little one further, I can't get the bigger one out. So like if I had one of these with a longer head, that size, it'd be great. But I don't. And I don't have a vehicle to go get one. So if I had a 1/16 punch, that had a longer piece from like that little rubbed off part, then I'd be golden. But I don't. So we'll drink some beer. Very outside. Unzip my pants and use that. I would, but it's not long enough. Way too thick. Giggity. All right, you bastard. I'm just gonna start hitting shit again. Ouch, mother. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's, Okay, well, this is a new problem. I would ask you to look on Harbor Freight and see if they have a 1/16 long reach punch, but we block your kind from getting to the glory that is Harbor Freight. At least I'm not like on that side where you can't see anything. At least when I'm down here struggling, you can see me. Can't necessarily see that, but that's your problem, not mine. Yeah. So the bolts that I tried to take out hit the 5th drive gear before they let you drop the little thingy out, so you can't get the prop shaft out, or 5th drive gear. Is the camera tracking me right now? I think it stopped. Now it's tracking me. Yeah, if it loses my face, then it can't track anymore. But it should be tracking. Can it see me now? No. I think as long as I'm close, it's good. Or when it sees me come back into the frame from where I left. We can probably do this too. Nope, not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. There we go. Nope. Track me. There we go, green square. There we go. Now it's a little zoomed in so you can, I don't know, enjoy the picture, I guess. This is so gross. Ugh. I need axle boots too, and so much. Yeah, man, it's like I really like DJI's equipment. Like the Osmo stuff is really good. Like I'm very happy with it. The audio's good, not when I'm using it to live stream, but when I'm using it like to record a long format video or something like that I've gone to, it's good. This one that Taylor gave me to use, I think works really good. All right, it's looking like I am slowly somehow pressing out the shaft, giggity, by turning this. This is a pain in the dick. that's all that it's coming out. I can't get those bolts out right now. That's super annoying. Let's see if I can figure out why. Because looks like you're making contact with something else. It's like so close to coming off. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Don't think that's how we're supposed to take them off. But that's the ring that I was trying to get off. It's off. We'll figure out the rest later. I wonder how Taylor's doing with his brazing. This thing looks good. Ew. All right, that is 32606. Well, is that what the fork ring? Yeah, that's the fork ring. The crack's filled, but now he has to help with dinner. That dude gets no break when the kids are there. Neither does his girlfriend, because both of their kids, but just commenting. They get no break. All right, so fork ring's out. Fork is still here, so I'm not going to be able to get that fork off. And let's see. That's interesting. So there's a small ring in this holding the keys in their slot. I really wish I could get that fifth driven gear out easily so that I have more room here. But let's see. Just the center does not come out because of the key, because of the plate. So now we get the picks. Little ring. Show it to you later. I'm feeling all these keys are going to fall as soon as I move this. Tiny little ring. And whatever the hell this is. That's gonna be 3226283, 32628, 32612. And now I got to get those three pins out, keys out. C-clip. And then, come here. 2 and 3. Trying to show everything to the camera as I pull it out. 3 of, hello, stop, put me in focus. 3 of them. Another one of those little clippy poos. We're getting there. I am now at the point where, let's see, I can probably get this brass out. Yep. And I think that might be it for now, till I can get that pin out. And then one more brass. So we'll clean that up. Yeah, I'm appreciating how easy it is to get to stuff right now. I'm wishing I didn't have to do it, but like, I don't see anything really that stands out to me as an issue with any of this stuff so far. Like, I really think it just melted 5th gear, maybe from lack of lubrication on the highway. I don't know. But we're close. If I can get that pin out. Let's try this one from this side. Nope. It's a good way to bend them. All right, we're gonna have to figure out if they make a larger length 1/16 pin. That would be 4/16, 2/16. Just out of curiosity. Let's get creative. Yeah, your oil's been boiling and just stopped lubing it. Yeah. 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 Come here, bastard. And I don't know if the answer is something like an oil cooler. I don't know. The answer is probably don't go on the damn highway, you fool, but you know where I live, so that might not necessarily be an answer. That's super annoying. Dropping by. Just dropping by to remind you that I'm not going to be watching you suck at life and do transmission. I'm just gonna go back to making oodles and noodles for my kids and, you know, leave you high and dry with the foreigner. Say hi to Stephanie for me. All right, and put a temp sensor in it. How would I put a temp sensor in? Wish I could save you, buddy, but you did that to yourself however many years ago. Trust me, I know all about it. Transmission oil temp sensor. I wonder. Because it's got two sensors already. You're a smart guy, Jason. See if you can figure out how we could do that, because that's something that I think anybody could benefit from. At least anybody that's importing one and driving it in the States. But then, like, the acty guys that get a different drain plug, drill a hole, stick it in a sensor. Are you saying replace the drain plug with a sensor? The transmission drain plug or transmission fill plug with a sensor? I speak in like links to parts. Come on. Once upon a time, I had fifth gear. And it was a fun fifth gear. We did things together, like drove without ridiculous engine noise, without leaving me stranded. But then fifth gear decided to leave. And I'm sad about that. It will be missed. How the hell does this come off? Does that just slide off? Yeah, you replace the drain plug to one that you drill and tap a hole in it. Then get a temp sensor, stick it in there as it is the lowest point, so there would always be oil. Nifty. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Got another windstorm coming through, so like the big question is whether or not the car cover is going to stay on the black WRX. The answer is probably no. It's so windy out there. You probably can't hear it. Okay, well. Whale. Let's do this. Focus on me. Can I zoom out? I can't zoom out. So you're just going to be like right up in my face. Right up here in my face hole. Let's go here. Here. 1/16 punch. Ooh, I wonder how long the punch is that I have. No, the Glock punch is going to be a lot longer, I think. Let's go to Rural King. I mean, it's tied down on the bottom of the car cover. It's just that, like, the wind gets up under it, and then it balloons out a little bit. So, I don't know. I might be able to do something across the fenders and hood, but honestly, I just don't care. Let's see if I do just 1/16 what comes up. I'd love to be able to go pick this up at Rural King if they have one. Oh my God, this is running slow. Brother. Why are you so slow? My computer is being dumb. Brother, just give me 1/6, everything that's 1/16. Okay, I'll scroll. Thank you. Lord Jesus. Lowe's.com. I tell you what, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn my phone off. And I'm going to get my phone and see if it works faster and see, do I still have a car cover? For now. Lowe's. That's weird. If OBS isn't on the top on the bottom screen, I don't get it on the top screen. Hey, I know that guy. So we took off a bunch of transmission parts, and now I can't get one of the pins out because the roll pin pinch that I have is too short. And I need a long 1/16 pin punch. Let's see. So there are punches. This punch. It's like 3/4 of an inch, roughly. The part that I can use. So I need one that has a longer than 3/4 of an inch part that I can use. So Irwin. Those are going to be way too short, I bet. Tecton. I need to punch a short person. I do. Are you offering? 1/16. I bet you're not going to tell me how long. Handle length is 4. Length in inches is 4.2. I do not believe that's going to work. So that's the type of thing that I'm trying to find. Block my face, so you zoom it. There you go. So this one is too short, the tip right there. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get this pin out. Yeah, Tecton's not bad, but it's not going to help me because it's no longer of a pin portion than this is. And the roll pins that I have, smallest is a 1/8, which is just barely too big to go in the damn hole. So that ain't gonna help. Nope. Now that bitch doesn't want to come off. Okay. Cut a metal hanger. Not one in my, I don't have an AR kit. I have one AR tool that I use to get suppressor things on. And I have a pin punch that I used for the Glock, but I didn't build my AR, so. Nah, grinding off isn't gonna work on that. I'd have to grind off quite a bit. So I'm gonna call it and I'll figure this shit out later tonight or tomorrow, or whenever I have access to a vehicle, I will go to the store and see if I can find a longer pin punch. If I can get the pin punch out, I can get the outer shift fork off. Then I can get the pin off of the inner shift fork, which will allow me to get what I'm assuming is 4th gear out of the way, which will then allow me to get 5th off. So I'm like really close. I don't know how I'm going to get all this shit back together, but it's in order. And I wrote down the part numbers and I got the diagrams. So is what it is. If I can get the pins out of those. Where the hell is the 3rd shift fork? I only see 2. Uno, Doso, Third one must be inside, which is good for me because I'm not messing with it. So almost all of that's off except for the part that's foobar. And then I've got, yeah, just like 2 more parts there. Small nail. I mean, maybe if I had the right size nail, that might work, but I don't have any nails that are that small, that are like a 1/16. So, is what it is, no big deal. Oh, sweet, that broke anyway, so new gloves. These are awesome lights. Might as well scrap it. The damn thing never works. Just waiting to see what fucks up on it next. My steering is good, supposedly. $9 grand. First one to say sold can have it for $9 grand. Okay then. Let's see. These magnetic mats are awesome. Let's switch to the top cam since the bottom one's not following me around. So, plan. Get a longer pin punch than that one so that we can finish getting the transmission stuff out here, cleaned, somehow reassembled. Yeah. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Or we won't. Anything can happen. So, how long have I been going? 1 hour and 4 minutes. Yeah. I think I'm going to call it because I can't do anything else. I don't have, the only other project I have, which I don't want to do right now because then it's just one more thing in my way, are these little corner lights that will go in here, twist, and then they tie into the tail lights, and they're basically just marker lights. Give it back to Subaru and let them know it was a lemon. I tried. They offered me a free sushi if I flew out to Japan to drop it off, but I don't know. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, for hanging out. Mainly Jason. Everybody else just kind of came in and left. My buddy Corey, who's a jerk, and left me to marry a girl he's known for 17 minutes and to leave North Carolina and go to Maryland, all because the military told him he had to. What a wimp. And Jesse for being here for 13 seconds longer than Taylor was. So yeah. If you happen to go to prison, establish dominance quickly. See you guys later.